Hello. That was the weirdest open we've ever done.
Is
Ari
it
and
awkward?
Isaac, very awkward. Ari and Isaac talk show. I'm Isaac,
I'm Ari.
obviously. It's in the name. You saw it come across the screen. I know I say this a lot. I am so excited about what I have going on. Oh, I gotta pull the screen. Oh, sorry. I'm so excited about what I have going on here. Something that-
knows what it is.
Obviously, we have a continuation of the Ari Food Championship.
Yeah.
Sweet 16. All right, we have that. What we're going to finish off with. Something else that came across the counter yesterday or the day before that we're going to spend a little bit of time on.
What?
Oh, you'll see. All right. The first, I already told you this, but when I was traveling last week, I had not great travel last week. I had a connection flight.
Yeah.
2.5 hour layover in Atlanta, connection to St. Louis. Never been there. Saw the Arch or Arc? I don't know what they call it. I think it's like Arc. The gateway to the west in Missouri, next to the Mississippi River. Saw that. Saw the Mississippi River.
Do you get upset when people think you're gay?
No.
Well, because, like, you're the reason they think that because of your hat.
I support the gay lifestyle.
I know, but it makes you look gay
I
yourself.
don't care. Saw the Mississippi River, then had to drive 2 hours into the middle of nowhere in Illinois. My first question to you is, do you feel more comfortable in a city setting around a bunch of people or in the middle of nowhere where you see a random person? Like if you were walking on a street in the middle of nowhere versus walking in Boston or Providence, New York City, where do you feel more comfortable?
Neither.
Oh.
Because, like, literally, like, if I was living in, like, the middle of nowhere, like, no houses, and I see people, like, I'm going to think they're going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm, like, in Boston, I don't like people.
I have more
like, I'd
fear.
rather just be alone.
I have more fear in the middle of nowhere than in
Really?
any when I'm in a city.
I don't
By-
like cities.
by far.
I hate people.
By far. I was in this place where it was one of those places where, and I was traveling with one person and I said, it's one of those places where I don't even want to be, I don't feel comfortable being pulled over. Like I'm like 10 and 2, safe driving, no running red
It's
lights.
creepy.
Because I don't want to get pulled over by some rando, middle of nowhere, people on the street. Anyways, but the trip wasn't that great. However, I did see Fat Hitler,
Yeah. You
Which
told
made me very
like
happy.
3 times.
which made me very happy.
No, how can you
I
say
saw
that?
what
What did
is
he eat
very
for,
close.
What did he eat for breakfast? Go back.
We'll get to that, which was very close to what this cartoon picture of Hitler looks like.
Okay.
I was at some towny bar. There was pool competition going on. Pool competition. And a guy came in who looked a lot like this and made me very happy. And I even said to the person, I'm like, oh my God, that's Fat Hitler.
You said that to them?
Yeah, I did.
What did they say?
She agreed. She's like, oh my God, it does look like Fat Hitler.
Oh, I thought you said went up to the guy.
Oh, no, I didn't go up to the
It was
guy.
like,
No.
you look like Fat Hitler.
Of course I would never do that.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't. But speaking of Hitler, the mustache. So this guy he wasn't quite as thin as
But he had a
what
stash.
Hitler does, but it was not a full mustache.
Yeah.
It was cut kind of short. So it made me think of one of the things that in our society you really can't have the short Hitler mustache.
Yeah, you can't.
Can't do it.
No.
Right? Is there anything else like that you can't do?
No, I think the mustache.
Like
is
obviously you
very
can't wear a
much-
shirt that says
Yeah.
I hate whatever. But is there something that someone can do that would seem whatever that you can't do anymore because of something like Hitler or something else?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can't say nowadays.
Of course.
But
I thought of one thing, but it's not really close.
What?
It's like the Confederate flag,
yeah.
what it symbolizes.
You know, The first time Johnny came to our house, he saw that flag that was down here. And he thought it was a Confederate flag.
Well,
and so I didn't know
the
till
Norwegian one?
I didn't
With
know
the
till,
big one by the
yeah,
pool table.
I didn't know till a month later. He thought we were like very, very racist
Johnny.
for the longest time.
Johnny.
And he was like, I just didn't want to bring it up because I don't want to offend you guys. I didn't know what to say.
Like, goes to show how much he liked you. He liked
And
you
I
that
was like, no, that was not a Confederate flag.
much. Okay.
Like, I was like, and he didn't even ask. He just thought it for the longest time.
What does he think of us?
The first time he ever came over.
I wish he
playing
had said
pool.
something so then we could make fun of him for
Yeah.
for not knowing
Yeah.
what the Confederate
Because like a
flag.
month later, I felt like embarrassed. I was like really embarrassed he thought that. And I was like, no.
So anyways, I just thought of that. I wonder if anyone has another thing that you just can't do that. Like if I had that mustache and went to work, I wouldn't last an hour or two. I wouldn't last probably 10 minutes before someone
Yeah,
pulled me
someone's
aside and
like-
said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why don't you go home for the day and
Just shave
And
that
shave
thing
that.
off. Because it just like.
even though
it's so
technically there's nothing
bad.
wrong. Technically there's nothing wrong.
I know. It's just like, why would you even want to look like that?
Well, you and I think it does look. It's a stupid looking
Yeah.
mustache. I don't know how the
I
mustache
don't know.
was
I
in to
feel
begin
like you could wear certain things that people could take offense to and definitely
yes.
say them. I don't know if you could do
with. Especially
something
like
that.
something totally plain like that.
I don't know.
Maybe someone could
Maybe like a
remind us of something.
tattoo. That's offensive.
Well, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's
Like
not
unless
like
let's just say Hitler always wore all yellow.
if you
okay?
started wearing all yellow,
And then
it'd
if
be
someone
like
wore all yellow, then that would
They'd
be
be
one of those
supporting
things. Is there
them.
anything like that, like the Hitler mustache that you cannot do? Someone let us know.
I'm trying to think of somebody who's really bad, like that, who like had a specific thing that made them stick out.
Anyways, that made me happy. That made the whole trip a long trip. When I saw Fat Hitler, I was so happy to see that. Why don't you explain to people what this is?
That was the best bagel in the world.
Why did this happen? Like, how did this happen? Explain.
literally
So you went
went
through
to
the
the-
drive-through, I'm assuming.
But I went to the drive-thru. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Who was driving?
Johnny.
So Johnny's driving his.
No, Johnny's driving my car.
Oh, he's driving your car.
Right? Yeah, my
Yeah,
car.
that's
Because
your
that's in
car.
my car.
Yep.
Because we were going to Boston. And we got Dunkin' before. We didn't leave till like 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we go in the drive-thru and we're like, do you have plain bagels? And they're like, no. And I want to cry. But then they're like, wait, we have one more left. And I'm like,
Because
okay.
later in the afternoon they run out of stuff.
Yeah,
and
and
you
then
might
I'm like,
not get your order.
okay, let's go. And then I'm like, Johnny's ordering, and he's like, can I have a plain bagel with extra cream, with cream cheese? And then they're like, oh, can we have some extra cream cheese on that? We always say that because
Yeah.
normally they give you like the tiniest little knife, like
Yeah.
nothing. And it looks like there's not even cream cheese on it. We go, and then they're like, yeah, we can do that. And then we pull up to the window, and Johnny got like a croissant or something. So it's like two things in a bag. And I'm
Did the bag
still,
feel extra heavy?
I get the bag, and we're still at the window, and they're getting me my drink. And I look in there, I'm like, why is Johnny's croissant like folded in half? Like it was that thick and wrapped up in the wrapping. So I open it a little bit, and I see like, I saw it from like the other side, which was like not, it was that much cream cheese, but it was like folded this way. And then I was like, oh, and I take it out of
You're
the
like, oh,
bag.
it's all on one side.
And I take it out of the bag, and I'm like, I literally was like crying laughing. And then Johnny, like, I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even show him I was laughing so hard. And I just hold it up. And I could only eat half of it.
I hope so, because that's just a lot of cream cheese.
Oh no, I ate all the cream cheese. I just couldn't finish the rest of the bagel.
You wait. That's gross.
I love cream cheese.
That's like you with cream cheese is less like your sister Alexis with ranch
Ew.
and sour cream. Probably sour cream.
I hate sour cream.
Well, your sister doesn't. All right. So that happened. And
The
then,
bagel is pretty good too. Because imagine me biting that. I had to like eat the cream cheese out and then bite it.
all right.
It
and
was
then,
so good.
as you know how excited I am to get to the Sweet 16 of the food championship, I'm even more excited about this next situation that we're going
God.
to talk about. Which is this.
I was in the car. Like, I
So-
literally said to her, Mom, you ran that red light so bad I don't care.
So, if you're not familiar with Rhode Island, you might be familiar with this judge who just retired out of Rhode Island. His name's Frank Caprio, Italian judge. He just retired, and he was known for his compassion and his videos on YouTube. There's a whole YouTube channel called
Yeah.
Guilty in Providence or something like that. You can look it up and watch the videos. Great guy. And they always show the photos or the videos of the people, their violations. So we get this letter in the mail that says City of Providence violation. And I know I haven't been to Providence in a while. So I'm like, oh, I wonder who did this. Is either Alexis.
Mom's fully convinced she didn't do it.
She's
either.
like, oh, yeah.
I didn't.
So
do
then
it.
we pull it out, and you can see there's
She's literally
Mom's
stopped
vehicle.
and just went.
There's Mom's vehicle, and you can see the light is already red. So she had already, and she's moving, and this is just a photo, still photo. So she's moved. That's how close it wasn't. It's
She
already
was not close
red.
at all.
And then they show the second photo, and then she's like going through her phone in her calendar to figure out, well, that wasn't me. I wasn't doing it.
She's like, somebody towed my car. I didn't even work that day. I'm like, Mom, yeah, we got a cancellation. Where do we go?
You guys went
Providence.
and got an acai bowl.
Yeah. And she's like,
I have
oh,
something even better. I have the video. Now.
We're not even
Okay.
on the
So
screen.
the light is yellow, as you can see on the screen, and
Show
Mom's
Mom.
vehicle is not even on the screen yet. And I will move it slow so you can see how bad this is. All right, so here we go. It's turning red now.
She's
It's actually red.
red and she's
It's red
so
now. She is not even close to the intersection. That has to be.
Imagine the picture
the
was
wo-
just that.
Imagine the people that see this and they're like, "Oh my god, it's not even close."
Because I was,
Look
you could probably see me in the passenger seat.
Oh
and I
my
go,
god!
Mom, you ran that red light so bad. She's like,
All right, it's yellow.
I
There.
don't
You
care.
can just see the front of the vehicle. It's red now. And then here she goes, cruising through the intersection.
And
That
then you
is
see the picture.
hilarious. That is
The
hilarious.
person behind her was definitely like,
Yeah,
oh,
this person was
girl.
like, "Oh my god!" This person was like, "Oh, I was about to turn, but I thank God I didn't go because that crazy lady in the Nissan Pathfinder."
She's like in the middle of the road at this point.
She's way up there. Unbelievable. That made my
This
day.
is not the
When
first
by
time
the way,
she does
I was trying to
that.
find this video, so all day yesterday I couldn't get it. It wouldn't, and so finally I was able to find it and get it.
How?
They give you a violation and a code, but it just wasn't working. Like the website,
Oh.
I couldn't download the video. Tried on several different computers, iPad, phone, then finally on my Mac today I was able to get this video. And when it downloaded and I saw it, I was the happiest person in the world.
Did you show Mom?
She has not seen that yet. So we'll
It's
show
like
her. Not even close.
so bad. She does this all the time.
You know what you should do? You should ask him, "Mom, how close do you think it was?" And you say like.
She'd be like, no, I was. She's like,
So we'll trick her. We'll trick her. We'll say, "Oh, it probably turned red when I was through the intersection." I'll say like, "Oh, they asked a question on the survey, like, how close do you think it was?" and see what she says, and then we'll show her the truth. I'm so terrible.
I feel like they want to know if like you were like close to the
Yeah.
line or like you were over the line. Like
Depending how close it is, they might refund
Mom's
you.
gonna be like, I was in the middle and it turned.
Depending how
red."
close it was, they might refund
Yeah.
you some of the money. So the only good thing about
Or we'd
these,
be like, yeah, they said that their camera like wasn't like.
yeah, the
working.
only good thing about these types of violations is there are no points because they don't know who's driving. So you pay the $85 violation, but it doesn't go to a driver. It just goes to a vehicle and a address. So there's no points off
Yeah.
for the situation. Okay. So that made my day. I mean, that just made me the happiest person in the world.
Mom's so.
That's why I couldn't wait for you to come home. I was like, "Where are you? Get home. You got to see this." So, anyways, so we're going to go to round 2. Actually, real quick. I did leave out one food item, which was the $5 biggie bag. I could have taken off one of those 7 or 8 seeds and put on a Wendy's $5 biggie bag. What is in your Wendy's?
I don't even like eat that much. It's kind of.
You went through, but you went through like a month where it was.
Near like my birthday, I was like,
Mic closer to your mouth, please.
I just got a $5 biggie bag every single day. But then I got sick of it, and I was like, now getting one, I gotta feel sick.
Yeah. And you now have. I don't think we should discuss
If
here.
you guys were like, oh, you have to pick up Aiden from work, I'd be like, $5. Like,
Yeah, because it's right next. The Wendy's is
Yeah.
next to his work. You do have your own. I'm not going to say what it is. Your own. I think you call it a number 4. What's your order at Dunkin'? It's a. You have your own. You have your own meal.
What is it? My 4 appetizer combo or something?
Yeah, your 4-pack combo at Dunkin'.
Yeah.
All right. So here's your Ariana Food Championship, loosely presented by Dunkin'. So obviously on the first one it wasn't showing up on the screen, so I kind of made this one much clearer so people can see. What's the face for?
I was just confused.
What?
I know, because it didn't look the same as the other one.
Yeah, so I kind of made up brackets. So this is the Northwest Conference. You can see the Sweet 16 logo was created on PHR.
Yeah, but why did you put a bagel with cream cheese and then PHR?
Well, that's just the logo. That's just a logo I created. I think it's appropriate. All right, so
you should have put like double stacked that cream cheese, or just put in the other.
I was gonna. I didn't have a lot of time to mess around. All right, so making it to the second round, the Sweet 16, you have McDonald's French fries is now going up against Taco Bell.
I'm so
quesadilla.
hungry right now because I haven't eaten all day that this is gonna turn out like way bad. It's not real. It's not my
gonna
real
be more
mind.
like, what are you
it's
craving?
my hungry mind.
Okay.
Because I'm literally going to McDonald's after this. But Taco Bell quesadilla I had like not that long ago and it was so good.
All right, so round 2, first matchup, McDonald's number 1 seed French fries versus number 5 seed Taco
the
Bell
sauce I
quesadilla.
put in the quesadilla from Taco Bell is so good.
You can't let it skew what really would happen.
I'm so hungry.
What are you gonna pick here? What's the true number 1 seed though?
Probably McDonald's fries.
All right, so is that the winner?
Yeah.
All right, McDonald's fries. All right. And then we have the French cruller versus Isaac's crispy bacon.
Oh, that one's hard. Because I love French curls. I could eat them literally all day.
Yeah, Dunkin'
But
Donuts
then
French
the
cruller.
bacon, like, forget it. Like, that's just so good.
I know.
Probably the bacon.
You can pick the bacon. All right, so wow, that's gonna be a true 1 versus 2 seed next round in the Elite 8.
You should wake up like early and make eggs and bacon for breakfast tomorrow. You should. I haven't had your bacon in so long.
Well, there you go. All right, now we're in the Southwest Conference.
Texas.
We have a number 1 seed,
Sucks.
Texas Roadhouse. I see this thing on this. It's gonna be tough.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Warm buns with cinnamon butter
I
versus.
was texting Johnny today at work, like the first place we went to. I'm so hungry. I just want Texas Roadhouse. He's like, it's 8 a.m.
8
It
a.m.
was not 8 a.m.
Yes, it was.
It was like 10.
Texas Roadhouse buns with cinnamon butter versus your order, which is your tropical smoothie Sunrise Sunset. You're taking the Texas Roadhouse. 1 seed. All right, another number 1 seed moving on. All right. Now you have
Wicked good
this.
mozzarella sticks on top.
So here's the thing. I rewatched.
do I go to McDonald's or Wicked Good right now?
Can you just get through this?
I'm so hungry. What day is it?
Okay.
Wicked Good closed on Mondays.
Yep. So you picked cucumber in the last set to come through. Obviously, it wasn't going to last. It was a Cinderella story going against Wicked Good.
Yeah, you put it against like the worst one. It would have lasted longer.
It was one against the number 2 seed. I don't remember. Oh, it was Wicked Good cheesy garlic bread. Keep the mic near your face, not on your lips. Thank you. So right now, is it going to do a double upset over the Wicked Good?
No, I'm going to
store?
pick Wicked Good mozzarella
All right, Wicked
sticks.
Good mozzarella
I'm so
sticks.
hungry
All
right
right.
now.
So that means Wicked Good mozzarella sticks is going to go up against Texas Roadhouse. Well, it's going to be a good matchup. That's a good matchup. All right, now we're going to go to the Northeast Conference. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts bagel with cream cheese. Duh.
Yeah, obviously. It's in the logo. You saw the photo. Destroying. Like if this was a
Like,
game, if this was a
yeah.
basketball game, what's the final score?
Dunkin' Donuts bagel 100-0?
I was thinking 87-35.
No.
Yeah. Warm croissant. All right, here we go. Finishing up the Northeast Conference, you have
Chipotle. I love Chipotle.
Isaac's
That would be so good
Filet
right now. I'm so hungry.
versus Chipotle chicken cheese quesadilla.
My stomach hurts. Chicken and cheese quesadilla.
Oh, if you had that right now, you
With
would dip
queso.
it in the queso
Like the
sauce.
bald girl.
The what girl?
The bald girl on TikTok.
Who's the bald girl on TikTok?
I don't know, but she like gets like the giant burritos and she dips it in the queso and she eats it and it's like the size of her
This was the
head.
wrong time to do this. Your
I'm so
stomach is
hungry.
skewing. So
Did you hear it?
that's a 2 versus 3. You know, I'll take the loss. It's fine. I made it to the second round. It's a number 2 seed. You know, that's a good win. It's a good win. And then you have Coffee Connection
Oh
acai
my
bowl.
god, I want Annie's mac and cheese right
Is it
now.
Annie's or Anna's?
Annie's.
Annie, I'll have to change it. Annie's
Just
mac
because
and
I'm like
cheese.
super hungry, but obviously Coffee Connections acai bowl would actually win.
Wow. So that's a good win. That's a good win. And then you have rounding it out. Isaac's. This was a double.
Dunkin' Donuts refresher.
This was a double upset. The
My
numbers.
stomach. I'm so
I
hungry.
can't even get through this. Isaac's Eggs versus Dunkin' Donuts Strawberry Dragon Fruit Refresher with lemonade.
Dunkin' Donuts refresher.
So you're gonna have the Dunkin' Donuts Refresher, the
Yeah.
number 7 seed, going up against an acai bowl. There you go. There's your Elite 8. Some people are surprised. Some people might not be surprised. I think people are gonna be very curious of who goes into the Final Four after we record the Elite 8. But
I'm
anyways,
curious of what I should get to eat.
this is also episode 30, big milestone for us. When we first started in September of last year, so we did 30 episodes, and can you focus? Sit up, focus.
Yeah,
Stay with me.
I am.
All right.
I'm just so hungry.
We made 30 episodes.
Yeah.
Started off probably terrible. Finishing off probably still just less terrible. 30 episodes. Do you ever think we'd make it this far?
Yeah.
Jeez, can you give people a little bit more?
Well, yeah.
Do you enjoy doing it so?
Yeah, I like doing the podcast.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's fun. And it's like funny when people are like, "Why do you have a podcast?" Like, don't hear
We're like, we don't know why.
like, I was bored one day.
Exactly.
Isaac wanted to spend money on something.
That's not true. That's not true. All right. So there it is. Episode 30. Sweet 16. We know the Elite 8 now. People are going to start to wonder. They're going to call their DraftKings, their bookie, their FanDuel.
I think people are more wondering what I'm gonna get to eat after that.
They might be wondering that. I think
I'm
they should.
wondering that.
I think you should tell them what to do.
You should like this video and subscribe to our channel
Yeah,
so
maybe
we can get money.
Email in.
I want money so bad.
Email. I'd like to hear I'd like to really hear some emails about what, like the Hitler mustache. Is
Yeah,
there
like,
something
what's
else
something
that
like that?
you can't do? And don't tell me you can't wear blood clothes around the Crips and Crips clothes around the Bloods. That's not what I'm talking about. Something that in all of society you just can't do anymore. Could before, can't now. That would be interesting to see what people come up with.
Because like, there's a lot of things you can't say anymore
True. Very true. Very true.
that people just make slurs.
Hmm. Like the R word was perfectly acceptable in the 70s,
Yeah.
and that was a medical term.
And the F word,
Went a little way too far.
the F slur.
Yep. So, what can you not do? All right, there it is. Episode 30. Isaac and Ari Talk Show.
Peace out.